What is going on, MBL Network? This is the Super Bowl 57. I'm joined alongside my co-host for today. And from what I've heard, what he's told me every day moving forward, Serp is back in the booth. And we saw a quick throw from Duggan, which we'll see a lot of because guess what? Rolling to the right side, looking. Sitting the man upfield. Got to get upfield with that guy. Playmaker there to the right side. Picks it up. Oh, pressure comes. Duggan's able to elude, get outside, and make the throw. But no Justin Herbert today. Serb, what do you think about that? What's your predictions here?
Well, I mean, I actually talked to the Chargers coach before this, and I mean, he said that's, he won him the chip. Duggan did, so, he's good to go.
Duggan won the last game, pretty much came in the first quarter as they defeated the very tough Baltimore Ravens 35-24, and Herbert wasn't even off to a good start that game as Max Duggan comes in. And here's what you get from Max Duggan: 88 speed, 88 excel. You've already seen the wheels right now. He is a redhead, 23 years old, been in the league a year, and not the strongest arm, not the greatest accuracy, but he does have the ability to get outside the pocket and extend plays. And that might be the difference maker. They get outside here, juking back inside. That's a touchdown. Keaton Mitchell, we've seen it. Getting outside, wide zone run. That's the first score of the game here. He just bounces outside here, gets past the man, jukes the man here to the pylon. You got the pylon sitting right here. I mean, this was the path on the wide zone for Keaton Mitchell. Put a signature on it. He's been doing it all year.
Yeah, the first possession of the game, I mean, it looks like the Vikings kind of just got to maybe not over pursuit, make sure you take those wide zones and force them back inside. But I mean, he put on some special moves there. I mean, even with good football, intelligence on the defense, I think he still would have got that touchdown with those spicy moves.
Yeah, I think anytime someone gets within a tackling reach of Keaton Mitchell, he seems to break the defender off. And that was no different on that first play. Here we go. Handoff there to the left side. Travis Etienne traded to the Minnesota Vikings at the beginning of the season, towards the beginning of the season for sure. Also, they had brought in Hassan Reddick. They got Keaton Mitchell for a deal with the Baltimore Ravens, who they ended up seeing in the conference championship. And so you're seeing two trades that really affected each team. Keaton Mitchell being with the Chargers, Hassan Reddick being with the Minnesota Vikings, and also Travis Etienne, who gets back-to-back receptions here, back-to-back touches, and it's going to be 1st and 10, 4:45 left at the 41-yard line. Fun fact, this is an undefeated Los Angeles Chargers team taking on a Road Warrior 14-3 Minnesota Viking team, and we're in for a show. Oh, can't get rid of it there. Looks like flag was coming out. And it is holding on Brian O'Neill. That's accepted. 1st and 20. We'll take the this overlay off for just a second so you guys can see the score. As you see, 4:30 left. Clock is stopped. 1st and 20. Let me know how it looks and sounds on the chat. Miller Thriller saying 48-42 Chargers. There's a quick throw to the flat. Nice pass. That's Justin Jefferson. When you can get him on a little out route, that's 5 yards out. Man, that's just a benefit to be able to rip it to a receiver that talented with space in front of him. And he can just do so much after the catch as well. Just a dynamic and very worrisome wide receiver if you're a Chargers fan.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have an exciting game here. I mean, I was already impressed right off the bat with the Chargers' backfield is amazing. I mean, you've got a receptionist and a strong runner with ETN, and yeah, I mean, this is great.
Yeah, you got the rookie McCarthy, and he's just striking right back. He seems poised. They get into a 1st and 20, but they didn't have any real problems kind of digging themselves out of that hole. As you see, it's a 2nd and 7 now for the Minnesota Vikings, but second possession, we got 3:45 left. Man, it's looking like it's going to be whoever can make that defensive stop. This has been a good defensive drive for the Chargers, all things considered. They haven't given up anything big, But this is how Minnesota likes to move the ball. They're a chain-moving team. So I don't know if the Chargers are doing a good job right now or Minnesota is actually just getting what they want.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to choose just based off of each person's first possession, I mean, or defensive possession anyway, I would say the Chargers seem to be getting a little more pressure, getting off the blocks a little faster, and that cover 4, it looks like the Vikings just got to figure out once they make them change out of that defensive package, I think they might be able to make some money plays.
Yeah, you saw in that last possession, the catch to Hawkinson, they seem to be underneath and ready for this. There's Hawkinson on a curl route, dangerous throw. It's going to be 4th and 4.
Oh.
During this season, I say Minnesota goes for this usually. So let's see if they continue that trend. No, they're going to kick a field goal here. Probably smart decision.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you that if you see that wheel route with ETN coming off the outside there on the right, it was money.
Was it open?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
it was wide open.
So the wheel route probably peeled. There was probably nobody there because just in the middle of the field, he had a drag that got matched up, and then you had Hawkinson on this little hook in the middle that got matched up. So there was probably, like you said, it was probably a tunnel of nothing but openness over there on that right side.
Yep.
High formation. Hand off there to the left side. Keith Mitchell gets outside. Again, you got to force him back inside. And there's a big hit, and the ball actually comes out, but goes out of bounds. That was a very lifelike fumble animation there, right?
Yeah, I think it was such a good fumble. He should still get credited with it, even though it happened out of bounds. I think they should credit his defensive statistics for that.
Let's see. That was a big hit. That was Harrison Smith, I believe, who got over there late. Shotgun formation, tight set. There's a handoff again, this time off tackle for Keaton Mitchell.
Yeah, it looks like the Chargers are just dominating in the ground game. I mean, they've got to stop that fast. I mean, the Vikings, I wouldn't even mind if maybe on the first or what could be some running downs, they just come out in their base set.
There's only DJ Chark has been going off lately. That's the one guy that can burn you for real on this team. There's a pitch outside to Keaton Mitchell, turns the corner and picks up a first down. Again, your linebackers have to be a little wide when you think these run plays are coming. And right there, as you see, that's just the dangerous speed of Keaton Mitchell. And
pretty early in this game.
They should be ready for this, sir. Sorry to interrupt. I mean, Max Duggan is at the quarterback position. Minnesota needs to stop this run and stop that Keaton Mitchell in the passing attack.
Yeah, the defense is going to have to make up for a little bit of, kind of offensive loss with Duggan back there.
It's going to be an inside zone, and this is kind of a weak box. Man, you just got to wonder what they're coming out in, man. We got to start getting in some base formations versus this guy, and then spread our linebackers a little wide, maybe. As Blake Cashman's in the game, that is a faster linebacker, but he did nothing but tumble and bumble. There's a little stronger of a box. He could be in trouble with this one. A little cheat motion there to that side. Great matchup. Goes underneath, finds his man. There's the speedster. Sarcasm intended. Drake London on a drag takes it to the house. Number 5. Keeping the Chargers' perfect season alive, as it's going to be 14-3, but don't count Minnesota out just yet, as the Chargers got the ball to start the game.
Yeah, I definitely won't count them out. I mean, they had a good drive, and their defense is kind of bendy, don't break, but they've really got to, like you said earlier, whoever makes the stop is really going to get it. And I mean, you held them to 3, the Chargers did. Now they got 2 touchdowns on them. It's going to be, they're going to have to put in a lot of work here. And I'd like to see the defense for the Vikings. I mean, you got to blitz a little bit. You don't have to go no blitz, all out cover, 0 blitz. Just throw an extra guy once in a while, on the outside or something to keep them.
Just send them on a blitz. Yeah, you can even be in a zone coverage and take one of the players, send them on a blitz, and just try to give him something different of a look. And if maybe you can get him out of that running game, get Max Duggan to make a mistake. That's what you're thinking. But one thing the Chargers did great defensively was they allowed that underneath, let you have it, and then when the field got shorter, tightened up underneath and was trying to make you make that throw. And there's TJ Hawkinson, former Detroit Lion, first-round pick, 10th overall. This guy's got sure hands, and he's a big body and a big target, and him and McCarthy have been on the same page during this playoff run.
Man, that looked like that temporary catch in traffic 99 is what that looked like right there.
Yeah.
That was a solid grab.
Yeah, that was a big hit. I mean, if the ball was to come out for T.J. Hawkinson's hands, you'd say, well, that's the kind of hit you need to make. And right there, Hawkinson is just doing having a great Super Bowl day performance there, hanging on to that one.
Ooh. I would have liked to see him take off right there. He had a gap. He's got some speed, doesn't he?
Yeah, McCarthy isn't it definitely could have picked up some yards there. What you saw was the double move. I'll draw it on the screen here. There's Hawkinson. Then you got a man coming underneath on a kind of a smash concept. But man, McCarthy stepped up in the pocket and he had blocking here. All he had to do, let this guy kind of pass or kind of run to this guy and then make a decision, a fork right here, which way you're going to go. McCarthy looking. Underneath, finds his man. They're going to pick up a first down, maybe a little bit more. Great open field tackling for what that was. That was a great defensive pursuit and great tackle. They're running cover 4 palms. They covered everything downfield. They gave you the underneath. You took the underneath, and there was a ton of space in front of you. But whatever was in front of you, they closed that gap quick and gave up the first down, but not much after.
Yeah, I like the way they've been kind of going against that cover 4. I mean, they recognize it. They're just going underneath. They're taking whatever they give them, like you said, and working.
There's a screen play. Nice play call.
Ooh.
Nice spin. ETN. ETN's trying to go to the ATM. Cash out a Super Bowl winning bonus check. Man, what a spin move he put on the defense.
I wonder what did they give him? What did he trade for? Because I mean, that's a solid backfield with ETN back there. I mean, that's solid.
Picks. So anybody in the chat know? It definitely was a first-round pick, I thought. ETN's going to take a seat here, 32 in the backfield. Seen Chandler fumble a couple times. ETN muscle cramps after that spin. Yeah, something happened. That was a nice spin, man. He kind of spun out of his body.
Yeah, I got cramped up looking at it. I can't do those anymore.
Aaron Jones and a first-round pick for this year is how they acquired Travis Etienne.
Wow.
Yeah. Appreciate everybody checking us out. Let me see who's in the chat right now. McCarthy dropping
there we
back.
go.
There you go. Take off. Up the middle. Touchdown. Minnesota, the underdogs, trying to stop this perfect season. And who better than the rookie, number 9, feeling fine into pay dirt. And that's going to put points on the board. We'll take the overlay off just for a second here so you guys can recap this first quarter. 14-10. Chargers got the ball to start this game. They went down and scored a touchdown. They held Minnesota to 3. Then the Chargers came back, scored another touchdown, this time with the halfback. With Drake London, 14-3. Minnesota had to respond. 27 seconds left still in this first quarter, but we got 24 total points on the board. This game could be a fun one to watch.
Yeah, these seem like it's going to be a high-scoring affair.
I just know, here's the one thing I know. I know Minnesota, if they could front run in this game and get a little bit ahead, their offense is going to start slowing down a little bit. Play calling is going to get a little bit more critical, and they're going to be more of these chain movers rather than these big throws. And you'll probably see as there's a nice pass, high pass, body number 15 there. I believe that's the rookie. But I think Minnesota with the lead can slow this game down. I think the Chargers with the lead, they're looking to blow you out. They're not going to let their foot off the gas. A cutback inside for Keaton Mitchell, and he gets the lumber laid on him by Harrison Smith. But that was a zone weak, stayed in the running lane, and then when it had an opportunity to bounce outside, Keaton Mitchell actually bounced back inside to the surprise of the defense and picked up a lot more.
Yeah, what a great run, and going back to that pass, just remembering from the first quarter there that's the second just kind of lob, just tossed, floating way up in the air. I think the zone coverages or the awareness of the either the backs or the linebackers on the Vikings really need to, look for that, to keep their eyes on the quarterback because they shouldn't be hanging in the air that long.
Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Eric G, Puffin, Jordan, what's going on, brother? Madden, Dad, Miller Thriller, Mr. October, players in the building, Bananas, Quibble. Oh man, that was just that's an elusive halfback. You got to go for the tackle, going for the strip. on Keaton
Yeah,
Mitchell.
just solid tackle, fundamentals, take him down.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's you can't let that happen. That's trouble.
Yeah, the blocking has been extraordinary. 14-10, the Chargers. 5:54 left. Keaton Mitchell again. The wheels on the bus go round and round. Well, the wheels on the bus in Los Angeles go ground and pound. It's been all ground and pound all the time on bonus coverage here of MBL Super Bowl 57. Don't forget,
I wouldn't be surprised if somebody gave me a fun fact and said that running back used to be like a gold medalist figure skater or something. The way he's going down there.
A gold medalist figure skater? Is that what you said?
I mean, he's just juking, shooting, spinning, jumping.
Woo! Hey, Keaton Mitchell is my early favorite for MVP. Been phenomenal. Don't forget, building the franchise. We're switching up teams. We got the Dallas Cowboys coming in, and it should be fun. Let me see what the heck just happened and why. Okay, I don't have a graphic on it. I don't got the graphic. Oh, man.
I can get you a Steelers graphic really quick for it if you want.
Where the hell was that? Well, I thought I had it. It was on Discord. I forgot to download it to my computer. Sorry about that, guys, but there was a graphic that was supposed to come up. Building the franchise, Dallas Cowboys, get ready for it here in NBL season 58. Let's read a couple of things from the chat. Mitchell is a problem from Flair. And then Tally puts that Art, which I think he meant that part. The strip don't work. Safe tackle or hit him low. That's coming from a man in the Chargers front office, and they were the ones that took out Herbert, so they might know what they're talking about here. Quibble says, geez, 100 yards already for him. Flair gross. No one likes the Cowboys. Everyone going to be cheering for the other team. Wow. Hey, there's another out. We saw that earlier to Justin Jefferson, right? Now you're seeing it with TJ Hawkins.
Yeah, they are a bit conservative in the play, but I mean, I guess they got to be. I mean, if they're going to sit and cover 4, they're going to have to take the underneaths and the outs.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of cover 4. That's something you really haven't seen too much. I looked like it was a screenplay. Hawkinson does a phenomenal job working his way back to getting open. He can't hit stick the tree. Hawkinson does a phenomenal move. That was a little smash concept. If you see it there on the right side where the tackle was, he kind of ran outside, pulled the defender in man coverage, and that was just a great play call versus the perfect defense they wanted to see to get Hawkinson open over the middle of the field. Notice a different run pursuit from Travis Etienne. Etienne, if he stays more outside, he could follow the counterpart of Keaton Mitchell. He's got a block right here. He kind of comes off this block just a little sharper, allows that shed to happen, and then a pick up. There's Justin Jefferson getting banged up just for a few yards, a legal man downfield. Oh, and it's coming back. That RPO was unsuccessful. It's now going to be 2nd and 12 with 3:41 left.
Well, I just wanted to take a look at Keaton Mitchell, man. 22 years old, out of East Carolina, just 88. Oh, my God. This guy's going to be a menace the entire cycle.
Yeah, you just got to hope there can be somebody that can chase him down on your team, or someone that has good enough pursuit and a good hit stick that they can take him out. You want to take him down, but you prefer to take him out. That almost seems like what it is with Keaton Mitchell.
Yeah, wasn't that when the Browns were cheering against what's his name that went down? They were saying something about that. The Browns fans were cheering when, what was it, Winston went down or something like that? I can't remember.
Deshaun Watson, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my.
Man, I felt it coming. And did you see the Chargers defender got absolutely stuck in the mud? That's going to come back. I guarantee
Yeah,
it.
I knew that was coming back.
Oh, man, that definitely is a little bit of a freebie for the Minnesota Vikings because now they get to think about it a little bit. Okay, I think I need to tell these guys 2 hands on the ball now.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
Let's go.
McCarthy slipping and sliding for the first down. Man, he was left, he was right, he looked agile, good change of direction. The rookie, number 9, feeling fine, and this has got to be ETN time. Ooh, dangerous
what
drag.
a monster.
TJ Hawkinson into the end zone. Touchdown. Number 2 on the day, the 3rd score for the Minnesota Vikings. They're going to be down 21-17.
A stop or a field goal right here for the Vikings, it would be huge. At least hold them to 3, and you're looking good. 21-17.
Bananas.
Chargers are
I've been taking it on and off. You just got in here and probably looked, and it was off. It was just off. It's 21-17, 2:25 left, and for Bananas, 1st and 10, Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers, watch the RPO there to the left side. Watch the bubble. Oh, handoff. Oh, even better for them. Oh, man, inside, outside. Just make sure your mouth's wide because ETN's distant cousin with more athleticism and more ability, Keaton Mitchell, is absolutely destroying a Minnesota Vikings defense that knows the run's coming, and this is I formation. There's a handoff again. You think they're play action and going deep. They're not. Touchdown, Keaton Mitchell. You ain't catching them. You can't catch lightning.
Insanity.
Woo.
So not only was he a gold medalist in figure skating, but he was in track like for his entire life since he was 2. He's been in track
At Olympic levels.
Oh yeah, training other Olympians at like 2 or 3.
He was 3 years old competing in the 1700 to go to Beijing.
I'm not leaving the 4-4, 4-6, or 4-3 or 3-4. I'm not leaving any of those for the rest of the game. I mean, if you're gonna beat me, you know what I'm saying? Deal with the blitz and throw it.
Yep. And deal with my linebackers laying on Mitchell every time. That was almost a fumble there. That was a nice little boom, little boomstick.
I mean, it's like half moves and half they're trying to strip, or you know what I mean? It's like half and half. Like if they calm down on the Vikings half and maybe be a little more conservative, I think they got a chance to, hold them to at least smaller chunks.
Hold RB, Tally. Then again, I didn't fumble all season. I fumbled. Oh, McCarthy walked into it. I don't know what I'm talking about. And who else? It's the Bosa, not Nick Bosa, Joey Bosa, the older brother, getting some heat. You got to run up the middle here. There's just nothing else.
Oh, yeah.
Run up the middle. Just take the yards.
100% a draw or an inside zone.
Had the halfback. Goes back to the halfback.
Okay.
All right. That was really a blitz with drop coverage. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if those zones got set to 20, 25. Or it was some kind of protect the sticks because it was a 2nd and 16, right? It just seemed like the blitz came off the right side. Minnesota picked it up easily. Then down the field, everyone dropped. He had the drag to Hawkinson that got absolutely naked. And that's absolutely naked to Hawkinson again. I'm telling you, $124. And don't forget, Minnesota gets the ball to start the second half. This is how you can flip the game. You leave the Chargers no time left in this first half, right? Then you get the ball to start the second half. If you can score on a touchdown on that drive, that's your chance. You'll take the lead, and you'll have a possessions lead on them. Nice drag to the left side. There was multiple guys that looked like they were – oh, that was helmet to helmet. Not called. Miller Thriller says his prediction 48-42. I just got a feeling
That'd be
defense
pretty
is gonna
close.
come up here. Oh, great tackle. I mean, the Chargers open field tackling. If you want to watch a class on it, you're getting one right now within this Super Bowl 57. Phenomenal job tackling in open field. Great job being conservative with the tackling, knowing when to hit stick, knowing when to send the boomstick. Oh, dangerous throw, could have been picked off. Great defense, great speed, great athleticism from the tight end. From the linebacker position, because most linebackers are going to have problems getting to that ball, especially coming from the line of scrimmage. You see in that Tampa 2, that was actually flipped. That linebacker was on that left side a little bit, and he dropped back and to the right. Great job to get there. Here comes a big 3rd and 8. Pressure comes untouched, and you didn't see anybody break downfield. He was waiting on that corner on the left side, was hoping the tight end was going to get open. He didn't get open on that little bender. And now it's field goal unit time, and if you're a Chargers fan, 59 seconds left. Now you have a chance to get this last score, make it a 2-possession game going into half.
Yeah, that Mike came in screaming on that blitz. The last play. I'm surprised he didn't get another quarterback hurt. But yeah, you're right. I mean, if Minnesota gives up, 3, they're still all right. But I mean, if they give up another tutty, it's gonna be rough.
Yeah, look at this. That center that was his left tackle that went down. His left tackle and center are injured now for the Vikings. And man, that's gonna red flag that Chargers defense to go, oh, we got some wounded people up in the front line. We're going to start sending some heat. And you saw it on that 3rd down, that 3rd and 8. The Screamers got home.
Yeah, you see the Chargers defense playing just more aggressively, but at the same time more precise. And I think that's what's just kind of eating up the Vikings offensive line.
Vikings are still in this. There's a no huddle down to 37 seconds. Watch that right side. Man coverage, nope, not there. Doesn't get it. Nothing's really open. Rolling to the right. We've seen this before. We've seen Playmaker before. This time he holds on to it. And that's 88 speed. That's what Duggan has done now twice. He's used his legs to improvise a great coverage. Keaton's a walking first down.
I mean, at this point, I think, the way that the Chargers offense is steaming down there, I mean, you're most likely going to give up 3. So just don't try to, I would say, don't overdo it and try to get the huge stop and give up the touchdown,
Yeah. Oh, that's a great point. 28-20 right now. You're looking where you are. Let's not try to get aggressive and push him out of field goal range. Let's just play this bend, don't break. Don't give up anything huge. And we're going to see what happens right here. Oh, I know he was taking X. That was dangerous.
Oh, no.
Drake London underneath that ball. That's Max Duggan with the throw.
Oh, man. He's a seamstress. He's a tailor. Oh, my God.
Yeah, that was Max Duggan. Might have been the best throw he's made in his entire career. That was aggressive.
Yeah, I'd have to take a puke break or so. I mean, when he left his hand, I thought it was going directly to the safety. Good hit.
Just another phenomenal placed ball from Max Duggan.
What if we see Herbert on the trading block? What's his penalty?
We are not going to see that. That guy's got Magic Man abilities. He's at the best set there is. Looking. Oh, there's a dangerous throw, and luckily he was so off on that pass, it sails out of bounds, and Minnesota does what we wanted them to do the whole time, right? Hold them to 3. Kick is up, Bueno. 31-20. The Chargers going to go in a half with the lead. Minnesota to get the ball here in the second half, sir. It's been one of those games where you know they're running, and they still running, but when you do force them to finally pass, that almost seems like a worse option.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, you know, even if you're playing a solid defense, I mean, if an offense is just clicking that hard, it's really hard to I mean, you got to bend, don't break, you know, and your offense has to pick up the slack. They've got to score right along with them.
I think the only penalty for a bad throw on Max Duggan October was either the one we just saw, which I think would have been picked. I think was an interception happening unless he threw that one away. It just looked like he sailed over maybe a deep comeback over there or something that was breaking to that pylon. And I thought he made a mistake there, and luckily it sails out of bounds.
Yeah, I think what happened, I mean, they were looking for a quick shot, but they had no timeouts left, and they wanted to get that field goal at least. So I think he dropped back 2-3 steps, looked it wasn't there, and he just threw it away.
Nice return for Minnesota here. They're down by 11. Game's not out of reach yet.
Touchdown is a must here. It's a must touchdown.
Yeah.
I would say even if they scored 3, you're still kind of in the 30% range for victory. But you score a touchdown, you're close to 40s. You know, you're in the 40s.
It's a great run, great cutback. Telling you, a distant cousin, but still in the bloodline. Travis Etienne having a nice night as well here in Super Bowl 57. High formation, hand up the middle. We're gonna pick up a first down, about 2 to 3 more. 1st and 10 from the 48, 52 to go for pay dirt. 1st and 10 for the Minnesota Vikings. High formation again. This time play action. There's a crosser, had a man standing there not open. Takes the man underneath. Single back formation, zone weak, nowhere to go. And now it's going to be 3rd and 3, big down coming up.
Yeah, I mean, they've got to grab at least that field goal yardage. I mean, they're going for it on 4th. You would have to.
3rd and 3. Do they throw the ball here? Shotgun formation. Watch the screenplay off to the left side. I think the Chargers are all over it anyways. Looking, there's a throw on a little in route caught by Justin Jefferson.
That was a nice catch. I mean, that wasn't an easy catch. I mean, it was a short one, but I mean, he took a hit within 1 or 2 steps after. Pretty big shoulder into him, and he held it. That was a good play by the receiver.
Absolutely. Here goes McCarthy again, sliding close to a first down. Going to be 2nd and inches. Minnesota well on their way, and this has been a nice controlled drive as we're hitting 2 minutes into the 3rd quarter with 4 minutes remaining. Clock is a ticking as the Vikings are on a nice 2-minute drive.
Yeah, I like McCarthy starting to realize if it's cover 4, take a look. If you don't got to read, there's going to be a run open. There's going to be a gap open.
And they're coming down to hit Hawkinson. But Hawkinson, man, he's got the sticky, icky hands today. Nothing is, you got to look. You've seen cover 2 hard flat. You're going underneath quite a bit, and they're getting aggressive with you. Time to hit a corner on them, right? Time to hit a post on them.
Absolutely. I think, to tell you the truth, if the Minnesota Vikings go to an upset here, and take the victory. I think Hawkinson is in the running for MVP.
Yeah. McCarthy as well. If there's a couple more touchdowns here. McCarthy once again, quick throw. Oh, Hawkinson tried to truck over Derwin James, and it just didn't work out for him. But still, held on to the ball, and only a 6-yard gain. You'd love it. Hawkinson is just not really great at breaking tackles for whatever reason it is, even as big as he is. He just doesn't break tackles very well. This is man coverage once again. A little screen to the left side, almost picked up, and the Chargers are so good at recognizing when these screens are coming. You get the motion on the right side. They say, oh, we've seen this before. Nice job. They send a blitz, and that could have been dangerous for Minnesota. 3rd and 4 coming up.
Yeah, it made you hold your breath for a second when you seen it was a screen and you seen that linebacker on the left side just start screaming over there. You're like, oh God, please just throw it away.
And he threw it to the halfback anyways, I think. Probably could have ran it there. There's a quick throw to the out as well. And here's what you're getting from TJ Hawkinson in this offense. You're getting outs here. We saw that little delayed slant coming in here. But this is kind of the level these throws are at. Oh, wow, what the heck? This is where the level of these throws are at. I mean, what the heck is going on? All right, we'll fix it in a little bit. Back to business. Shotgun formation. Dang, the drawing thing kept clicking on. Let it come off.
I mean, we're down here. Vikings are down here 31-20. I mean, they've got, second 11's not the best, but I mean, they're down here. They got 3 for sure. I mean, we still got a game, that's for sure.
Shotgun formation. He's on his network. It's his network again. Zero drop frames. Go, run. There's McCarthy, 3rd and 3. So they took a 2nd and long in a very tight spot and was hoping they would get some cover 2 hard flat.
Nice.
There's a throw to the flat again. Touchdown. Hey, that was a 4-minute drive for the Minnesota Vikings. That's a commanding drive. You can put some pressure on the Chargers. I think Chargers are going to play fast this next drive. If you can get just a tackle for loss, maybe 1, maybe 2 you might need, get more Max Duggan throws to come out, you might have a chance if you're Minnesota. Minnesota's going for 2 here. Getting aggressive, sir.
I like it. Things are spicing up a little bit. Getting a little warm.
Into the end zone, Justin Jefferson. That's a 2-point conversion successful. 3-point game, undefeated season for the Chargers. Taking on the 13-4 Minnesota Vikings. It will be, I believe, the 4th perfect season in MBL history. Overlay's old.
Nice hit there by Blackman.
Oh, it might be 5. I don't know. Eric G says it looks like a drag game. No pass more than 5. He's getting cover 4. Palm's still called against him. Just recently they switched to cover 2. There's a dangerous throw. Oh, that could have been picked off. That was the throw right there. Oh, gosh. Minnesota had a chance. I can't believe that.
I mean, if you think back to the beginning, Minnesota had 3 this will be their 3rd chance. I mean, those 2 floaty ducks in the first half, one of those should have been picked off or swatted at least.
It's a hammer dagger. Man in motion, right to left. Hits RB on the crosser. There you go. That's 9 yards. Pickup for McConkey. Man, Max Duggan just can't do no wrong. That's just a good throw. He's getting all kinds of time in the pocket. To the Max Duggan. There's a good stop. Yeah, you look at it. What if they hold them to 3 here, sir?
They hold them to 3. I mean, they move up to maybe 40, 43, 42, 43% chance of victory. You know what I mean?
What do you got them at right now?
Oh, man, they're probably just bare like 38, 39.
38% chance to win this game, as the Chargers are already driving back in. Ooh, big hit there. And Keaton Mitchell. You see how they had a slant wide left and then the angle route. Usually don't like doing that. They'll run into each other sometimes. But the spacing was just perfect, and it almost felt like the slant route was there to block for the angle route after he caught the ball. And there's Keaton Mitchell once again as he's down to the 2-yard line. So stopping him to 3 doesn't look likely. What's the chances for victory now?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not. I don't know. I'm gonna have to get my. What do you call it? What's the insurance adjusters? What are they called? Actuaries. I'm gonna have to get my actuarial stuff out here for this one.
Please don't use words like that here. You're embarrassing everybody. All right, he meant calculator, guys. He's just going to get his calculator to crunch some numbers. The run to the left side is a touchdown. It's just too much space, too much gap, too easy. You know, in the count, how the count was working. If you looked on this side, you had about, I want to say 4 or 5 people, 4 or 5. And over here on this side,
I mean, you got 2 possessions left at this point. You know what I mean? I think they got 1 possession here. They got to score a touchdown, you know, or a field goal, I guess, if worse comes to worse. And then they got to get that ball back fast and score the touchdown and or the, you know what I mean? The Vikings are going to have to put in some amazing work right now. I think they're sitting at about 30% to take this.
Yeah, and this score might need a, I don't know, man. If you can go on another long run, let's say 3 minutes, right? Maybe the Chargers start thinking, well, if we don't do something on this drive, right, then maybe we're only up 3. They could steal this game and we won't get the ball back. If you could have the Chargers thinking that this is their last possession of the game after you can score a touchdown here and apply some pressure, maybe a chance to steal it. Back on the defensive line there on that left side. There's the shot downfield. He doesn't take it.
Yeah, I looked like he was coming across, but I didn't trust that really either. I don't know if I probably might have just ran that, took a couple yards and tried again.
You did let us down again, Eric. October says uncork the deep shot. This is going to be an outer in.
Boom.
With the speed in. Yeah.
Oh,
you got to catch that.
I'm sick.
Is that Justin Jefferson?
I'm sick. Traded. Cut.
Oh, wow. You get a nice post against the cover
That was
man.
If I lost the Super Bowl and I was on the team, I'd be texting him every day pictures and gifs about that drop and that throw. Like, you know what I mean? It'd be him catching like a ham sandwich or something. Like, it would just be ridiculous for the rest of his life.
Jeez, man. What if they come back and win?
Oh!
There's a pick. That was a bad throw. Double ends. Oh, man.
I mean, you could almost feel the frustration after that drop on that post. That was an absolute 20-yard gain, maybe with a little bit of rack. And you could see the frustration, I think, in that next throw. It just kind of hurries it. You know what I mean? When you're kind of a little...
Yeah, you're trying to get what you just got back.
Yeah. Like, well, if I add this 7th or 8th leg onto my parlay, you know, I can get my money back from the last one I lost.
Yeah, there you go.
5 minutes left. I mean, at the end of the game is when it starts, everybody's kind of tired. I mean, that's where you get your fumbles, where you get your interceptions. I mean, I would think most of them. So anything could happen.
Here comes a run. Keaton Mitchell just
Yeah,
fights forward. You're trying to go for the strip, it feels like, defensively. Maybe getting aggressive tackling going. As you see Keaton Mitchell get his first real power run there. He took a zone right into the defense and just kept moving his feet and picked up 4 yards.
Yeah, you take anything above, nickel or above, and you just throw it in the garbage at this point, and send an extra guy on a run gap blitz and just pray.
38-28, man, a fumble or holding them to 3, anything could happen, and anything could kind of change this game. You just need a fumble if you're Minnesota, a mistake to happen, and you just don't see it happening right now.
Yeah, you said that pretty good. That Minnesota, you kind of said that pretty good there.
Minnesota.
Is that
where all the wacky people live? Shotgun formation. There's a handoff. Keaton Mitchell. Off tackle. Easy peasy. 3-yard gain. Well, now it's 2nd and 7. This is the down you have to get to the quarterback, or you got to not give up too much. I don't particularly like this defense. This might be bounced outside. Oh, stays inside.
Okay.
I didn't realize the guy was shooting that hard. Good push off that, where that left guard was sitting. And here we go, 3rd and 2. I think Minnesota would go for, I think the Chargers would go for it. So you're going to have to come away with 2 stops if you're looking to stop this team on this drive. If they do pick up the field goal, you are still sitting in a good spot. I mean, pick up the first down if they're sitting at the 9 or 10, and goal to goal. Could be a nice one. There's the tackle for loss that you needed. Now it's a 4th and 5. Chargers going to kick this field goal.
Oh, boy. Okay. Well, I was about to say, I mean, if the Chargers don't go for it, then they really need to go see an OBGYN or whatever. But, I mean, that's a smart thing to do. But, you know what I mean? If I'm the Chargers, I don't, 4th and 5, I guess.
I think they're looking at, okay, the last time they scored on us, it took them 4 minutes to put in a touchdown, right? This last possession they had, we felt like we were kind of figuring them out maybe. We got an interception off it. I think that's what they're thinking, and hopefully, for the Chargers fans, that ends up being successful, going up 13. But now Minnesota's going to have to do something they really haven't done much all game. They're going to have to let that ball loose and see if they can get a big play.
Yeah, it's either touchdown or interception. I mean, there's no other way.
Doesn't look like they really got it here. No stemming of any of those routes either. There's a couple of those routes you could have pushed deep downfield and just got a one-on-one shot. I know that corner would have been one-on-one. 3 wide receivers, halfback in the backfield, shotgun formation. Going away, not off to a good start, 3rd and 19. What's the percent to win now for the Vikings?
Oh, man. 8.
8% on the nose.
8.
3rd and 19. I have a feeling that number's going to be cut in about 6. Watch Hawkinson on the go route here. If he's on anything slick, there's the double move, going to get home, and that's a sack. They're looking at the double move the whole time. Great defense, great man coverage, and they've really slowed down Minnesota. As this 4th down is going to pretty much dictate the game. But you get man coverage and you're wide like they were. Hawkinson on this slow double move. Defender
We had a
doesn't
couple
bite
pumps
on
there.
it.
McCarthy had about 2-3 pumps there. I didn't even realize until after I played the replay.
Oh, maybe he was throwing it. Oh, had the seam open.
Oh, baby.
Hawkinson, touchdown, a little bit more. He actually breaks the tackle this time. Down to the 43-yard line. He did have that seam, though. Did you see the inside seam on the right side? I mean, that was open. But, man, when McCarthy gets fixated on T.J. Hawkinson being his guy, T.J. Hawkinson is going to get the ball.
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, when T.J. Hawkinson is healthy and playing good football, he's one of the best tight ends in the game. And one of the best receiving tight ends as far as hands go as well.
Oh, boy.
That's an INT. Chargers going to be your Super Bowl champions. MBL season 57. $1:53 left. Unless something miraculous happened. I just don't see it.
God, you hate to see that, you know? I mean, just such a good drive so far, and he was throwing him away when he didn't have him. He was taking sacks. He was doing all the things, you know, right? And then
that was the majority of the drive, sir.
Nonsense.
He had one throw on that drive, and it was a 4th and 20-something that he picked up.
Well, what I mean, though, is that he was doing the smart. He was throwing him away. He was taking this. Like, right there, he could have threw it away, could have took the sack. You know, that was definitely not open.
Yeah, but then we really don't know, because when we saw the replay on the double move to Hawk, that wasn't open at all. We saw a couple pump fakes, and those could have actually been passes to Hawk, which would have been the interception happening at the beginning of that drive. Funny, I have to find out.
Yeah, he was just paying it back.
His finger was shaking so much, he bulleted the hop and double tapped it or something. It's 41-28. Less than 2 minutes left. Trying to get outside, going backwards a little bit there. Really just ran out of room, nowhere to go. 3rd and 12. Oh, $1:44 coming up. I would expect a RPO or a run here. We actually saw an onside work on building a franchise this season, so this is the down here. Not even no RPO either, just a straight run. Right up the middle. Timeout, $1:41 left. Minnesota's going to get the ball back here. They're down 13 points. They need a touchdown within this 141, and then another one to try to steal the game. So a touchdown, onside, get it back, score again, steal the game.
Yeah, sounds simple enough.
Don't forget the MBL draft is coming up very soon as well. We're going to head into off-season and then into the MBL draft. Set your calendars. The off-season schedule should be dropping sometime tonight or tomorrow. Just think about mostly 24-hour advances for each stage. Normally how it goes for those who are asking in the chat about it having not dropped yet. There's a dangerous, beautiful catch, Addison. I just thought the safety was coming down.
That. You got to spike that one. How fast? I wonder what the runoff will be.
Run up. Tell you later.
Huh.
Yeah, it's not really working. There's the interception. That's the game. Gilman, 32. Chargers are your champions. MBL season 57. Is JB in the building? Start making that graphic for us, please. Chargers did it. Undefeated season. JB says the 5th. I thought it was the 4th. Could be the 5th. I could be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time, and I'm okay with it. But if I'm right, I'm going to be pretty upset you even suggested that I was wrong. Isn't that how it is being old, sir? Is that what we're supposed to do? I forget.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see nobody old. I don't know.
Yeah, I did see your gym pictures, man. You're throwing it back, dude. I was like, dang, he done lost 4 years, dog, with that muscle. Put on that muscle. Max Duggan with a quarterback kneel. $1:08 left. Clock is a ticking. What do you think Minnesota did wrong today?
I mean, I think the defense could have been a bit more precise. You know, I mean, number one, if the run game, 100%, because I'm giving number 27 the the MVP, right? I mean, they gotta. I'd like to see more base sets, more aggressive run defense, and solid tackles. No crazy, I'm gonna strip it. I'm gonna try to get this guy behind the line. I'm gonna force a fumble. Just get him down. You know what I mean, and get him down fast.
One thing I'll add to it is pursuit angles, especially along the edge. Give up the 1 to 2 yards, but don't pursue him at an angle where he's going to turn the corner on you and pick up 10. Traverse your angle, back up field, and try that. But man, this offense, I don't know if there was nothing you could do. Max Duggan just won a Super Bowl in the MBL, and he started in the Super Bowl. Man, Super Bowl
job.
quarterback.
Good
What
win.
is his
Good
value?
game.
The Nick Foles effect, but even from a deeper, lower position, and there is their head coach. And Blake Cashman still, after that missed tackle, only played a couple of good snaps. Chargers are your
Get a
champions.
picture
We'll
of
see you
that.
next time here on the MBL Network. And it should be going Keaton Mitchell here. But 27's over there. Was Keaton Mitchell number 2? Oh, there's 27. Congratulations, Los Angeles Chargers had the Super Bowl trophy ordered ASAP, $100 trophy for the winner and redemption. Head coach of the Los Angeles Chargers got it done this season, walked through the AFC during the regular season, maintained undefeated, couple tough games against the Broncos, against the Ravens, found themselves in the Super Bowl and played absolutely extraordinary. For myself and Serp, we'll see you next time here on the MBL Network. Make sure you give us a follow.